Let's get started. I don't want to wait. Excuse me? Sure. I will update my controller. Hungry. But I'm hungry for finishing this video game. So what are we doing tonight? Tonight we're going to be playing Asterigos. We're going to try and get through as much... I mean, not even get through as much. We're going to finish this damn game today. We're going to make sure this game is done. Finish, kaput, uninstall. I'm not really going to uninstall it. But, I mean, I'll install it if I need to in the future. But we're beating it today. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care about my 3 notifications. All right. What? I've never seen this screen. I've never seen this screen before. They must have added that for the DLC. All right. All right. We are at the final climb. The final climb. I have changed my outfit. I've upgraded all of my stuff. I've gotten as far as I can. I've talked to everybody. I've done every quest that I know how to finish and know that I have. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down. And we're gonna get going. Alright. Feels like we still have so much to... Scuffed triangular ornament. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, damn. I even killed him too. Anything over here? Just this pile of thing in the corner. Copper ingot. Ingot. Alright. Nope. You don't get to do that. Even though your friend did. Senator's oath of office. I do solemnly swear to be sincere, law-abiding, and loyal to APHIS. I shall not engage in fraud or seek personal benefits. I vow to respect the rights of the people. How should I break my oath? Shall I accept the gods' most severe punishment? So help me gods. Out. Gotcha. Out. Gotcha. Ooh, the climate getting spicy. Anything over here? Oh, doesn't look like it. Alright. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Or over there.
You're here. I was starting to worry.
I told you we'd catch up. We
Nice.
just met with a bit of trouble.
What trouble?
Yeah, I cleared everything.
Some Templars appeared from behind. They may have been teleported here to take us by surprise.
Okay, you want me
I'll
to
go
stop
take care of.
No, there's no time. Leave it to Bion and Evangelos. We must continue our ascent.
The mistress is right. Leave this to us.
But I can slap the shit out of those guys. Oh.
Don't worry, Saintus. Surviving is just one of my duties.
I understand. May the three bless you.
Let's go.
I mean, we have, like... Wait. Hey, up! Ow. Ow. Yeah, there's no way that they could have taken it. Excuse me? Gotcha. Okay, I got him. One more guy. Come on, my dude. Okay. There you go. Slap that guy. Any more of you want to get slapped? Nobody else wants to get slapped. Cool. I'm coming down! Don't worry, team. I took out the heavy hitters. I almost thought I'd be heading for the stars in a moment. Don't worry, you're still alive. It's good to see you. Phew, likewise. Can't believe we're so close. Thank the North Wind, you're alright. By the grace of the gods, humanity's focus is at magic on you, making the Templars much easier for us to deal with. It doesn't seem like he cares that we're here. Of course, he won't easily show his weakness. But we can tell he's weakened from the state of the surrounding Templars. It's best you stay your ground. No matter what, he's still a formidable adversary. Describe my anomaly. Wait a minute, such an anomaly actually happened? Yes, the anomaly of it all prompted me to go and investigate. Luckily, the Trinity Knight and the Nexus is not affected. However, such anomalies are still unbelievable, right? Indeed. I'm a little jealous that you were able to see so many ancient heroes and even encounter the past Archon. They were all resolute and powerful individuals. I could feel it. Yes, they are. But you could doubt I studied their deeds while growing up. These heroes are accomplished in both combat and magic. They are also greatly affected in the history of Aphis. The establishment of borders and foundation of starting a new class system, uniting enemies against us. Without these heroes, Aphis would never have this prosperous and might just have become a fragment of history and annexed by other countries instead. The hard work of our forefathers is the foundation of our home today. This is what my father told me. I'm glad you met your forefathers. I'm glad you met the forefathers of Aphis and you understand how much they contributed to the prosperity of the city. I have been inspired as well. I will do whatever it takes to bring glory back. Hello? Anything here? Nothing under this lip. Up we go. Alright. I assume this is a loading screen. That looks like a plaque I can read. It is a plaque I can read. Plaque commemorating completion of the Astrophon. In the year 537 of the Age of Knowledge, 17th Archon of Clergy Altar swore that before his death he would build a temple of Callum Summit, dedicated to the gods of stars and to commemorate the peaceful rule of his predecessor Archon Clergy Vespa, who led the people to democracy and happiness. This is the temple. The people forever remembered their gratitude, and the gods of stars pursued a long-term peace with a perfect democratic system. In the year 1300, the Age of Knowledge, Archon and Clergy Petrius carried out the fourth renovation. I'll take those copper ingots, thank you. Let's go.
Stop right there, all of you. There's still time to turn back.
Excuse me?
Voice. It's him!
Ignore him. Just keep moving.
You
He's
know
here.
these.
I must admit I'm somewhat impressed by your foolish persistence, Minerva. To think you're actually standing with Serene. You truly are out of options, aren't you?
What?
Possible. Or perhaps I'm really no different from you.
And Hilda, why have you come? What's happened in Aphis has nothing to do with you.
Are you fucking
That's
kidding me?
not true. And I know you won't just stop at this city. I also wanted to ask you.
I have urgent business, so I'll give you time for only one question.
Okay, hold on. I gotta Google. I had a little Google. Okay, here's the guide. Final encounter mentions his ambitions. Originally, it says here in the thing, it says, hey, mention his ambitions. I assume that's mention original intentions. Eh. Man, I really don't make it in easy. Glory. Glory achievement guide. All I want to know is the last one. Just give me the last one. I don't need to see a kid drink his milk. That's the ad that I got. Encounter with Eumenides. Hold on one second. I'm still trying to figure it out. What do I need? But I also wanted to ask. Mention his ideals. Okay. Oh. I should probably just not skip anything. Okay, well.
I've heard much about you and Aphis, Senator Eumenides. But have you heard the people's true voices? Their unease towards you and...
I've heard all there is to hear, and my conclusion is that every person has left me disappointed. Minerva.
Damn.
You still remember, do you not? I once said that the members of House Laurel chastised me for being too idealistic. Even you. Do you remember how you answered me back then?
People are born ignorant and require rules to follow. That rules can teach people how to pursue an ideal. You just think about breaking the rules. You don't think about whether or not these people are prepared to keep pace with you.
But if we don't break the rules first, how will they know if they're prepared to keep pace with me?
And those who can't keep up? Will you sacrifice them as you do with the people you judge? You couldn't answer me back then.
Because at that time, I hadn't yet devised a method. Now, though, I've finally come up with one.
Like the Titan? If you take direct control over everyone's minds, there will be no issue of whether or not they can keep up, yes? How clever.
People are born ignorant, after all. After witnessing true magic, I have come to agree with your sentiment. At least for the time being. I just hadn't anticipated that even you nor Serene would be able to keep up with me.
You men.
But now I see clearly. Since you cannot understand me, how could you possibly support my ideas? I will no longer seek agreement. May we meet again in the stars.
Excuse me.
Wait, what of the Northwind Legion, Human? Where are they?
And here I was thinking you didn't care about outsiders. Interesting. It seems I may be somewhat better even than you.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he's gone! What did he mean just now?
I'm not sure, but I have a bad feeling about this. No matter what happens, we'll face it together. Understood?
Thank you.
Sweet.
Are you alright?
By the grace of the gods, it would appear so. I was just reflecting on what Yuman said to you just now. I don't think he should be making this decision on everyone's behalf.
I agree with that.
If we're doomed to be ignorant fools, then we should continue to struggle like ignorant fools. Where's the harm in that? At the very least, I like how we are now, and I still hold out hope for people.
Okay. You keep it looking around. If something caught your eye, you noticed. This place, I used to visit it often, so I'm a bit sad that things are no longer the way they once were. You used to come up here often, but you aren't I was born into poverty, yes, but Archon Petrius adopted me, and we'd often visit here. The reasons are complicated. Long story short, we worked hard to meet each other's expectations, and we also used one another. Despite that, we sometimes got along quite well. It's hard to imagine that somebody like you could stay with Petrius. This place is a training center he brought me in preparation of the political battlefield. My true home was always in the Black Streets with those who needed help. But I'm probably the only one who thought so. Why would Petrius want to adopt a child? Hard to imagine, isn't it? I assume he adopted me to quell the slave rebellion I'd incite at the time. At the same time, he wanted to know whether someone was born a slave or could truly earn the grace of God. Do you mean discriminate at their grace? He thought that slaves were destined to be slaves because God had separating the people by class. So he pushed the idea that slaves shouldn't use Starlight, or else the gods would punish them. That's also the reason why humanity's egalitarian policies angered him so. But if I remember correctly, your classes are mobile. Anyone can move in society. The opportunity is there, yes, but not everyone can do it. Petrius thought that I was one of the few miracles left among the slaves. So he put in a lot of effort into nurturing me, giving me a way to win my position as Archon. But I know the full well that he's done many terrible things to secure his own power. My thoughts on him are hard to put into a few words. Terrible things. Yes, for example, he wouldn't hesitate to harm anybody by messing with the Resonators. This is my speculation, of course, but he certainly is capable of doing it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I could feel your emotion towards Human just now. Yes, but after seeing his current states deep down, I already made my decision. Human is no longer the young man of 1,000 years ago who persisted in working towards a brighter future. This time, every single person in Aphis, I must change along with them. This time, no matter how Minerva faces him, all I can do is support her decision.
For the people.
How can Eumenides actually say he wants to control everyone's minds like it's nothing? Even if we in the Northwind Legion give our lives for our king, that's a choice we made for ourselves.
It's different, Hilda. Even those under the Titan's control have individual behaviors under a collective will. Judging from what Human just said, he thinks that by giving everyone a collective consciousness, he can let them act individually.
But does that really count as having individual will?
That sounds wrong.
It would appear that Eumenides thinks so. He believes he's simply doing away with negative factors that hinder progress. Finding a balance between the two is no easy matter, and I can't give you a correct answer. It's just, our taking a stand here is letting him know that things aren't as simple as he'd like to think.
Yeah.
Our taking a stand...
Where are you, Dad? Where are you? You're not sorry. There's fucking Dad. Oh, nice. Warm my feet up here in the cold. It's pretty nice. Alright. Let's go slap the crap out of Dad.
That's my father!
By the gods. He's controlled by Eumenides, just like the Templars.
We all knew that would happen.
That monster!
I feel his aura is different. Don't you agree, Minerva?
I do. Unlike the Templars, the energy in his body is fighting back against the control.
Oh, he's not strong
said
enough.
that this condition is known as the boundary. It's when the soul's been opened, forming a channel through which others can enter. Since it can be opened, naturally, it can also be closed.
By knocking his ass
How
out.
exactly is this done?
Well, I just said so.
Tranquilite is the key to the spell. If the channel between his soul and Human's consciousness were closed, then he'd be freed.
Well, I just gave my
Understood.
Tranquilite to somebody.
You'll cast the spell, and I'll support you. Hilda, Minerva and I will free Harold from Human's control, but it's up to you to draw his attention.
That's
What
easy.
should I do?
Anything
Hit him.
that grabs Harold's attention and weakens him will do. I believe you can do it. As for the rest, let us handle it.
I
All
mean,
right, and
you asked me to do the hard
thank
part.
you both. Papa?
Hild, why are you so obsessed?
The north wind blows to the south. That's what you taught me. I can't turn back now. Besides, Papa, I'm certain you know that Eumenides is planning to use the Nexus's power to control everything! You must have stayed here because you were going to fight back against his scheming.
Yep.
You are the commander of the Northwind Legion!
Well, that's gonna become me.
If he gets his way, everything we've done here will be meaningless. Our mission would be meaningless.
I must stop. I'm being forced to attack you.
I'm not afraid to fight you, Papa. The adherents will free you from Eumenides' control.
Ow. Okay. Gotcha.
Papa!
Yeah, slurp him. Slurp him dry. Get out of him. Give him the slurp.
Harold's been freed. It's a miracle. It went even better than I anticipated. Your father's fine, Hilda. You can stop worrying now.
By the winds, I'm so... Thank you.
He's gonna kill Serene right now.
Child, come. Let me have a look at you.
Papa!
No, he's not freed. He's not freed. Oh, okay.
Don't look so sad. Are you all right? I told you to leave this place.
No, I can't. Eumenides still needs to be stopped. He has to pay for what he's done.
I really thought
By
that he
the
was still gonna
winds,
have.
You're still so stubborn. I won't let...
Commander, may I interject?
Mistress Minerva.
I hope you can understand that Hilda is the key to saving Aphis. I know you love your daughter dearly, but she's far more capable than you imagine. We can't do this without her. I'm sure you also understand that we must put a stop to Eumenides' plan, and we're running out of time. Besides, you can't continue to fight Eumenides in your current state. We were able to close the channel he used to control your soul only temporarily. If you get near him again, he could reopen it at any time.
That's bad. Yeah, you gotta go.
May your mother forgive me. Hild, as commander, I order you to pursue Eumenides and stop his ritual. This is your new mission.
Papa, are you...
If his powers can affect all of Aphis, then they can also affect Ambari. This is his real desire. It's not just liberating a city. But I'll leave this matter to you now.
Understood, Commander. I accept this mission.
Good.
Yeah, go slap the
Hild?
crap out of him.
By the way, Otto's with the adherents now. He's doing well.
Otto's still alive? That's wonderful.
What about the others? Where are they?
They're already on their way back. I watched them leave Aphis myself.
Oh, okay.
Eumenides knows I don't trust him, so he feared the Legion being here would hinder his plot. Once we finished what we'd agreed to, he couldn't wait to send the Northwind Legion out of the city, and I found an excuse to stay. Because I knew you were still here. And Eumenides, planned to use me against you.
I mean,
But in
you
the end,
saw
I lost.
how well that went.
Oh, Father. We'll be reunited with them soon. I swear it.
Except for the dead ways.
Minerva said that your aura is really strange. Do you feel ill at all?
I'm fine. Me attacking first must have worked. The Spellbreak gem was quite useful after all.
The Spellbreak gem?
Spellbreak gem.
Humanity's apparition must draw energy from the Nexus before it can take form. Because of that, he's vulnerable, as long as you disrupt the energy flow between them. I discovered that Marble was researching a device that could break the flow of magical energy.
Okay.
The whole time I was arranging for people to gather the materials and make it, but nobody knew what my true goal was. Humanities couldn't monitor us at all times, but that gave me the opportunity to finish it.
So, you gonna give it to me?
I thought you just quietly accepted Humanity's dangerous ambitions.
At the time, I had no choice but to tell you that. The fewer people who knew, the better.
I understand. I understand everything now, Father.
Everything?
When I was in the Glittering Deeps, I was so stupid. Worrying about you, insisting on staying in Aphis.
You don't need to apologize. I'd thought of everything, but I didn't anticipate that your stubbornness would lead to the final chance to fight back against Humanities.
Yeah. Usually how that works. Last one.
You planned to rebel against Humanities from the start?
Rebelling against Humanities was just a consequence, not the goal. In order to ensure that the objective of Operation Ashwin could be achieved, I had to consider lots of possible follow-up measures. What makes the Northwind Legion elite is that we don't just look at how things appear on the surface. I was sure to make arrangements.
Arrangements? So you mean our comrades who left have other tasks?
Lifting the King's curse was just one objective.
What?
We also need to eliminate the possibility that the Ephesians' curse could harm others. The timeline's a little messy. All I can say is that when I realized what the real threat was, I started a plan.
Okay.
But if word that I failed makes its way back to Ambari, Ludwig will immediately start preparations for a battle against Aphis and Humanities. And if that comes to pass, it will be a terrifying war of magic. Hild, today, you've given us a new chance.
Not
Tide
given.
wins.
Give.
I
We'll
will
give.
stop him.
This Spellbreak gem was damaged in the battle with Humanities. Although it can't harm him anymore, he should be considerably weaker now. Take it. It's no longer any use as a weapon, but it can still provide some protection.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What does that do? Spellbreak gem. Increases attack damage, but also the amount of stardust dropped upon death will also increase. Well, I don't plan on dying. But also, the buffs that it gives, not that good. So... Didn't mean to do that.
Thank you for your help just now.
It was nothing compared to what you did at the Temple of Mercy. If we can't stop Human today, everyone will become controlled.
The draw
just like your
distance in this
father
game
was.
is...
He's no longer someone we can reason with using words alone. We're counting on you.
Alright.
For the people.
Thank you so much.
I overestimated the strength of both myself and the gem, and it almost ruined everything.
On the contrary, your gem was extremely useful. If not for that, we wouldn't have been able to break the mind control spell. But how on earth did you get your hands on an artifact being developed at Fallon Academy?
I took the shell, but I knew there wasn't enough magic in it. So I ventured into the glittering deeps and took the Titan spark to use as a core. That's how I finally completed the gem.
Ah, I see. It's impossible to defend against Humanity's magic without the use of such things.
I
Very
see.
impressed that you managed to pull that off right under his nose.
So what's next for you, Mistress? What do you plan to do?
We'll do what we must.
Mistress, I may be out of line here, but Eumenides, he...
No, don't tell me. Thank you for your kindness, but I've been watching him for far too long.
Yeah.
There are things I know.
And the
They're
things
more
that you don't want to
important
know.
than the two of us.
Understood.
I must also apologize to you. When you first entered the city, I didn't trust you, and I wasn't willing to hear your plight. It was because of me that you had no choice but to seek aid through Eumenides. I'm terribly sorry.
Considering the circumstances, this issue is no longer important, Mistress. There's no use in feeling guilt. We've all lost much over this. That's more than enough.
Your understanding is appreciated.
Alright.
Freeing Harold from the mind control spell has used up much of my magic, but the Spellbreak gem has indeed dealt damage to Eumenides. Without that, he would certainly have a way to hinder us and to continue preparing his ritual. There is no better time to stop him than right now, Hilda. Go quickly now. I'll catch up once I've recovered.
Okay.
I'll be sure to give Eumenides your regards.
Yeah, and fucking cap his ass.
Hild, the North Wind, do what must be done.
Yes, sir.
Bye, team. I'm gonna grab that. Ooh, the Nexus. Harold's counterattack.
Impressive, Harold. You managed to fight back even when I had complete control. Fortunately, you lost anyway. You have to use my amulet when you're in Athos. Any attempted resistance is useless. I fulfilled my promise to let you take the artifact that will lift the king's curse. And I promised to let you deal with Hilda yourself.
What?
I must say, I am puzzled as to why you still betrayed me.
I must do my duty to fight any enemy of Anbari.
And I? Once I rescue Athos, I will bring a brighter future to the whole world.
Brighter future.
I'm going to build a free and equal new world, free of class division. You're just like the others, ignorant and foolish.
This isn't over.
Sounds of magic attack. You.
Use the Spellbreak gem. Do you have any idea of the consequences?
No.
I'd rather die than to let you control the Nexus. As commander of the Northwind Legion, I will not risk allowing you to become a threat to Anbari.
You underestimate the power of the Nexus.
You underestimate my power.
I was going to reunite you with your family on the Trinity night. But now is as good a time as any.
What?
Kill anyone who approaches the Nexus, including your daughter. Then kill yourself, Harold.
Yes, Master.
I can't waste my magic on others anymore.
Hit that. Hit pin. Manually. Sick. There you go. I forget that you do that too. Should I go talk to them now? I should probably go talk to them now.
Hild, the North Wind do...
Yes.
Freeing without there was I'll catch up once
I'll be sure to get...
For the people.
For the people. For the people. Oh, I almost fell off. supposedly there's one more chest, but I don't know where it is. Oh. Bookworm! Wow, it gave it to me in the last one! 250 readables. Hold on. In the year 1327, the Age of Knowledge, Tenides Eumenides carried out the first aspiration in an attempt to cure the people of their mutations. This ended in Eumenides being absorbed by the Nexus. The astral energy and fluctuations of the scene were too powerful, causing a terrible noise and a bright beam of light to be emitted from the center of the formation. Regrettably, we did not see the process Eumenides actually being absorbed in the Nexus. His body was intact, like an insect having been sealed in amber, without a hint of damage. I, my wife, Mistress Minerva, and Serene continued to observe this place for more than 100 years. My wife, Mistress Minerva? Oh, I, my wife, Mistress Minerva, and Serene. There you go. We used a variety of Starlight magic in an attempt to analyze the Nexus and separate it from Eumenides, and all efforts were in vain. We desperately needed to find a new theory. However, following Asterigos, Marble implemented an extreme lockdown of the city, and the mystery of Eumenides and the Nexus became taboo subject in the eyes of the Archon. We tried numerous times to analyze the necessity of the Nexus. However, in the midst of the civil strife, no one is willing to support my decision. My wife and I attempted to obscure and record the status, to observe and record the status of the Nexus, even sketch its likeness. That was when we discovered a shocking reality. Humanity's body is gradually assimilating with the Nexus. It's an extremely slow process. It took about 70 years for us to confirm that these changes were indeed happening. We cannot understand the reason for this. Why would Eumenides be absorbed by the Nexus? Why would his flesh gradually mineralize with time? And most importantly, is Eumenides still conscious? We lack the technology and methods to answer these questions. For the time being, the Senate has no plans to select a new Archon of Clergy. All I can do is pray to the gods and stars and hope that the Archon can focus on the issues of analyzing the Nexus as soon as it's possible. All roads lead to Avis. All right. Bystander.
Merging with the Nexus, I manifested my apparition for the first time.
Congratulations on retrieving your consciousness and taking control of a portion of the Nexus. My research on the Titan has finally made progress. That's why I can guide your consciousness to draw its power. I'm pleased my theory is proved right again. Even if you can only control a small part of the Nexus's power, it should be enough for you.
I can feel it. You're no longer an ordinary human.
Nope.
You're something beyond flesh, beyond magic, beyond the stars. I want to ask why you, but it doesn't matter now.
All the hard work I've done to awaken you has paid off. I am perplexed, though. Why is it that you're the one who merged with the Nexus?
Why?
I would have been happier if it was Serene who ascended with me. Perhaps beyond this power lies something we call fate.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving Avis. There's nothing I want here, and the truth I seek is far away. But before I go, let me ask, what are you going to do next?
You know,
I will save Aethys. I must repay the debt I owe this city. Now that I have the power to save them, I won't fail again.
Just as I expected. You're still a fool trapped in this tiny city. Anyway, farewell.
honestly, the DLC should have been us going after Petrius. That should have been the DLC.
I have to come up with something that's sure to succeed. I have to save everyone. I have to find a way that won't fail.
Well, if you had just listened to people, maybe you could have gotten it. But you didn't listen to anybody. And that's where you fell into a trap. I don't know where that is. I'm not doing that one. Collect at least 20 craftable. Oh, a chest! Maybe I am doing that one. Just because. Woo-wee. All right, get me back to base. Because I'm too lazy to walk over there. Upgrade my final weapon.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Styrite ore cluster and 50,000. Wow, guys.
Thank you.
You really know what you're doing here.
How can this humble servant be of service, friend?
There's literally nothing expensive but Starite dissolving agent. Okay. And I'm gonna need 50,000. I'm gonna have to sell everything.
sweetie, what's up?
I can sell 2 more dissolving agents.
Thank you.
I need to buy 1 more stone. And then I need 50,000. Okay, now I need 40,000. Luckily, I saved it. Okay. I thought it was 50,000. Okay.
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
I could have grinded for it, but I'm not grinding
Hey,
no more in
sweetie,
this
what's
game.
up?
Weapon master. I already have all those. I don't have any more dissolving agent or starlight clusters, so that's done. It can be used to increase the width of charged rays, as well as be able to knock down enemies and break their defenses with additional cost of stamina.
Thank you. Hey, sweetie, what's up? Thank you.
Time to leave. Let's go fucking bop this game. To the ends. It's crazy how dark this game gets. All right, interact. Let's go. Wee! 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 All right, humanities. It's time. You shirked me for too long.
You've overcome that matter with your father, haven't you? There aren't many people of your age who possess such a strong will. Looking at you, I'm reminded of how I was back then.
Oh.
Idealistic, self-confident, believing I could do anything. Why have you come here now, though? Is it for justice? For peace? Or for yourself?
I could ask you the same thing. If everyone is against you, why not just let them carry on as they are?
You don't know what I've seen here.
What have you seen?
I've seen the possibility of a better world.
Okay.
One that can make everyone happier.
But it seems like
Who
it's
would be
not
happy?
what's happening.
Can you even understand what happiness is as you are now? Look at your fellow Ephesians. They live every day in torment. If you truly are still Eumenides, then you wouldn't be able to ignore this.
No, of course I'm still Eumenides. But now that I've come into contact with a higher existence, obtained greater power, my ways of thinking and seeing the world have grown different from yours. It only makes sense that you wouldn't be able to understand what I believe to be right.
That's just what you believe, though. If creating your vision takes becoming cruel, cold-blooded, and arrogant, then I'd rather be a lowly creature who understands love for others.
Oh.
It seems we'll never see eye to eye.
Nah, not for the next
Downfall of
20
language.
minutes.
People make the sounds, yet they're still unable to convey their true thoughts to one another.
Excuse me?
How about you come a bit closer to me instead? I'll take you with my own two hands and show you the world I've seen. You'll come to see things my way.
And if I don't?
Then you'll surrender to this power all the same.
I'm gonna slap the crap out of you, dude. The Punished. Oh, I have a shirt that's just like that. Oh, it's gone now. Ooh. He's beautiful. Alright, you. Alright, Eumenides. Let's fucking go. Oh. Oh shit. Hello? How? Ow! I hit him with the final attack. Nice. Oh, come on. That wasn't hard. I still had like 30 more left.
I can't cast. What's happening?
What's up, Minerva?
It looks like Harold's device is taking effect.
The Gold Olive Phantom. Hey, Dad.
You did well, my daughter.
I did.
Did I make you proud, Papa?
What do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't do well enough. This was my first time operating alone without anyone guiding me.
Excuse me?
So, I did a lot of things without permission. Whether it was Barad or Andreas or Marble, I don't think I handled it all the right way. But I do understand now that there is a price for all of my choices.
Correct.
Well said.
I'm sorry, Papa. All this time, I know I made you worry about me.
Well, I should have believed in you a little more. I've always wanted to protect you, to make sure you grow up safely. But I couldn't acknowledge just how resilient you are. You're an outstanding soldier, and you're also my daughter. I'll always be proud of you, Hild. I'll always be...
Thanks.
Serene?
Oh, sorry. I just haven't come around yet.
What do you mean?
It's incredible. Everything feels like it happened just yesterday.
Doesn't it?
I'm flooded with so many memories all of a sudden. But most importantly, I want to thank you. Thank you for all you've done for us.
Yeah, in the short time I've been here, I've kind of like... So you're the hero, Aphis, Hilda. But I don't think so. When I say hero, I mean hero in a political sense. There's no denying it. I can tell that you're still very young, man, have much to learn, and you want to do whatever you want. And it's precisely because of those qualifications that you have unlimited possibilities. Sometimes the history needs people like you to appear. Then what sort of person can I become? Yeah, starting now, we have time to start considering this as well. I think if he could be here to see this, Andres would be happy. Him. Don't worry, his end wasn't your fault. If there's anybody to blame, it's himself and me. Ignore his cynicism. He and I share the same ideals, and we both yearn for hope. Although, I never let myself think it. I truly wish he could be here with me. How foolish. I'm sorry. My dear, it's nothing. I'm quite all right.
For the people.
For the people.
I can't believe it.
You should. We did it.
Thank you, child. You may not be able to feel it, but to me, looking back on the last millennium, I never thought I'd actually make it to this moment.
Need a handkerchief?
No. I want to feel the excitement in my heart to its fullest.
Is the handkerchief gonna take that away from you?
Thank you, child.
Do my eyes deceive me? You really did it. It's amazing, but I don't know what to say. Now, finally, my brothers may rest easy. It's a...
Just gonna make a quick victory lap around. I bet he would have been harder if I hadn't done the DLC fights. He was nothing compared to any of those DLC fights.
Minerva, he's...
It's all right now, child. He can't cast another spell. Give in, Eumenides. The current you will soon be free from your delusion. Even if you create another
Man,
apparition,
look at it broken.
you won't be able to do it before we carry out the ritual. We've won.
That does seem to be the case. You fought so hard,
We did.
thinking what you're doing is for the sake of justice.
It is.
I pity you, Minerva. Truly. I am no longer the one who bears responsibility for the city. Are you prepared?
I am prepared.
Even now, you still are incapable of accepting that you were wrong?
I cannot judge your happiness. That much is true. However, are you truly able to determine whether or not I did the right thing? Right and wrong. They're nothing more than blind spots built out of habit.
I mean, that
Be
is
careful.
Your words are
true.
meaningless. You have no concept of your own failings, do you? The path of righteousness, as I understand it deep down, is one paved by experience and communication. Although we can't move towards that bright future right away, we have built a consensus alongside others. I'm confident that I can do things better than you, because at the very least, I can respond to the hearts of others.
You've always been like this. Trying yet still able to forge ahead. Perhaps that's why I look to you every time I challenge you.
Human.
You.
Please, Minerva. Become a different leader than Serene, Marble, or Petrus.
I mean, Serene seemed to be doing okay.
It's the only thing you can do to prove yourself.
I must start by sacrificing you. It looks like the person who changed was me. Goodbye, human.
Starlight.
Thank you, Hilda. I've done all that I wished to do. Next, we do what we need to do. Once we place the relics on the Nexus array, this will all be over. Let me know once you've set up the relics. I'll wait until you're through.
Archon of Civilians Relics. Important item? Increases attack when AP is at maximum. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Look at that bad boy. What was I supposed to do with that? What was I supposed to do with this? Literally don't know what to do with any of this stuff, but fuck it. This is what this is for. Save.
Let me know once you've...
I'll always be...
For the people.
We're the people. There you go. Go. that. One more. Yeah, there's his body, by the way. Also, I can't say I disagree with humanity's ideas, but I can't accept that this means his means of it changing them. Maybe it really is the Nexus that affected him. From the look of Minerva's face, it seems like he has more compassion person in the past. While Minerva's aspiration ritual, everything will be really over. And then I think about it, and so much has happened that I can hardly remember now that I've been in Avis. It's been an arduous but worthwhile journey. Not only did I complete my mission in finding Papa, but I also witnessed an important moment in the history of Aphis. Well, you were really part of it, because none of this shit would have happened without you. When we get back to Ambari, Ludwig will be amazed at what we've been through.
Thank you, child.
Yep.
The relics are all ready.
At the
Here
risk
we
of
go.
being too sentimental, Hilda, all of this is due to your hard work.
It is.
Thank
It
you.
is. It's
We
like
did
50
this
hours of
together.
work.
You did well too.
45 hours of work here.
You really know how to push your luck, child.
Hey, I just noticed your necklace. It looks a lot like mine.
It's true. Do you remember what I once told you? That the necklace is a token? Memento is one of House Laurel's greatest pieces of craftsmanship, and it was once used as proof of the house's bloodline.
Huh? Wait, does that mean I might be the descendant of an Ephesian?
Excuse
Will
me?
you return to Anbari now?
Yes, but I'll really miss you.
Yes, as will I.
Excuse me? Why did we finally have that answer just now? What just happened? Who's my ma? Oh. Okay, flashing lights warning. Look at that repaired crystal and no humanities. Looks great. Hey, Dad. Oh? Where were those steps when I was walking up to the thing? Yes, look in the dead face, stand pen face. Ho ho! What? We don't get to see the aftermath? I'm gonna turn down the thing, because in case there's copyright music. Oh, man. Minerva successfully lifted Asterigos. She has taken up responsibility for rebuilding her homeland and is working hard to restore Aphis to his former glory. I believe she can do it, and I'm ready to witness it all. Because Minerva chose to restore the Nexus, Eumenides was forever sealed within. From his eternal confinement, he continued to watch as Aphis moves towards the future. Serene became Minerva's most crucial advisor, and the two worked closely together. Serene's cute with no hood. Their love for Aphis has enabled them to put aside their differences and join hands to build a better future. Well, luckily, Barad's out of their way. Now, advanced in years, Roxanne's retired from her position as steward after everything concluded. However, despite being able to live in peace, she has still rested and ever to educate her nephew. Right, because I did that side quest. The buried Dogtads led Bion to make a decision to return to the Fallon army. Not only is he reforming the Legion with his comrades, but he is also becoming an instructor at the academy. After Asterigos was lifted, Marissa once again devoted herself to performing. Even though she's a bird person, her beautiful melodies and exquisite skills are always attract quite the audience. I did not find all of her pieces, so I'm sure that I'm missing something from her. Vulcan occasionally goes to help at the temple while assisting in the rebuilding of Aphis. Perhaps due to her connection with Myron, she subconsciously feels close to Irenaeus. Irenaeus returned to the temple and is focused on his religious duties. Once so close to the center of power, now he can only offer everything he has in the three in an effort to atone. Minerva was impressed by Old Whitebrow's archaeology skills and urged him to stay. Now he's in Aphis helping research the ancient texts. The two of them are happy with their arrangement. After returning to Anbari, Otto said that he'd honor the memory of his fallen brothers. He's training harder and working towards getting a promotion. I'm really happy for him. Well, he's not the best soldier, but hey, he did work. Now, my father seems to be more accepting and tolerant of me. Sometimes he's even willing to work with me. I'm sure Carl would be really happy if we could see us working together now. Carl's her passed away brother, I assume. Actually, I was helping the Ephesians. I never thought about them thanking me. They even made a statue for me. I feel so embarrassed. And now, I understand that helping others requires more than strength. Damn. Taking on responsibilities means I need to be more knowledgeable and more capable. I want to become someone who lives up to those responsibilities. And there we go, Game Development Studios. Well, that's that. That's the Asterigos, the Call, the Curse of the Stars. Finished up. I did it. That's right. Only after 45 hours of playing this game did I finally do it. And I did as much as I could. I did every quest line that I could possibly do, that I found and I remembered to do. I did as many achievements as I could do, without really going out of my way. And defeat every boss that this game had in it. Every optional boss, every main boss, every optional boss, and all the DLC bosses. Overall, this game was pretty fun. Combat, can get stale, but it's only stale because I used 3 of the 6 weapons and never really branched out. But that's me. That's my fault. Holy shit, is this game is detailed. Very, very detailed. I think that's where this game shines, is in the detail of the lore. There is just so much backstory and so much written into every little part of this game. Every single plaque you come across or conversation with enemies. I really, really liked the conversation and dialogue stuff. I thought that was really great. Overall, I think that this was a fantastic experience. Just went on a little too long, but maybe that's my fault for, again, searching for everything and doing everything. And reading everything. Because I'm pretty sure out of the 45 hours I spent in this game, that 8, maybe 10, I'd say 8 to 10 hours were reading. Were just pure reading. Nothing else. And, again, that's a me thing. That's not a game thing. I really, really liked the upgrade system. I thought it was interesting to have positives and negatives in your talent tree. So, sure, you can heal faster, but you can only carry less heals. Or you run slower, but you no longer have to have stamina for running, which I thought was great. I didn't use it, but I mean, I think that it's a cool trade-off depending on who you are. I thought that the boss fights in general were pretty good. Not not on a Dark Souls caliber level, but just under it. Imagine a Soulsborne game, -2. But this game, honestly, fantastic experience. It's a great recommendation. I recommend that you don't read everything and just read what you want to read. Because that'll really, be better for you. Glory! Do you want to end this round? Opinion, reading in video games is boring. It depends on what game, and it depends on what you're reading. I like reading descriptions of stuff. But too much is not good. This game just has too much. It really fleshes out everything, but it is really just a lot. I'm going to go with not yet. Like you have two. I get physically violent if I see a paragraph. So hear me out here, right? You have this game, which is far too much reading. And then you have a game like Destiny, where it's got no reading in the game. But if you want to read, you can go to the online thing and read the Grimoire cards, which are like the lore dump. You have that. So it's like read on demand. This is like read as soon as you hit it. I read over 250 different pages in this game. Yeah, my favorite thing in reading in Destiny is reading the armor descriptions, like the legendary armor descriptions or the legendary gun descriptions. The lore stuff is not good. The way they did lore in Destiny is bad. I mean, like, bad. And in this game, it's like every note you come across like 30 notes in one area or 40 notes in one area, like, and it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming the amount of text there is. And text aside, text and notes aside, since the game isn't completely voice acted, again, this is a me problem. This is not the game's problem. But since the game isn't voice acted, everything, reading everybody's dialogue is rough. Straight up rough. We're gonna go check out the trophies before we end before we leave this game. I'm missing one hidden trophy, which I assume is the Not Glory trophy, which I wonder if I can get real quick if I skip dialogue. Got everything else. Complete the round of the game with level 20 or lower. I'm never gonna go through this game again. Inspiration, collect all scores. I could go back and do that. Open all treasure chests. I'm definitely not gonna do that. Yet dialogue's also pretty rough. If it was all spoken, like Horizon, it would be easier, more digestible. You don't have to read it. You can just listen. It's easier for you to listen than it is for you to read and comprehend. It's just most people act auditory. Yeah. I think if it was read to me in everybody's dialogue and stuff, it'd be great. Also, another major qualm I have with the game is that the audio for the speaking was only in the direction of your camera, where your camera was pointed, not where you're not like vicinity to your character, but vicinity to your camera, which made it very frustrating if there were two people talking on different sides of your character, that you would have to look at one way and look the other way when the other character's talking, and then look the other way when the character's talking, and so on and so forth. And it's just very it's a bad design, just a little bad of a design. Yeah, like, it's so strange. Like, how was that? My qualms with all of this game is, how was it not fixed in testing? There are some things, there are some moves that enemies have, or some very frustrating elements, like any of the parkour stuff. Did you guys not test this? Did you guys not test it and see that this stuff is frustrating and annoying, or anything like that? Like how did that get past your QA? I don't know whether it would be hard to program or easy to program, but I feel like that's something that you should have worked on. And then And then the DLC bosses, I don't know what sadistic bastards thought that that was a good idea. For these DLC bosses to be an absolute eon above where you're supposed to be. The only reason why I am there is because I did everything the game had to offer. The only reason why I could beat them was because I did everything. I assume that you can beat this game at, you know, like 35, 40 maybe, right? I'm like 55, 57. And those DLC bosses were so absolutely bonkers. I would get two-shot by enemies. Also, that one boss that had the three, there were 4 enemies in the room. Each one of them had a different element. Cool design, badly implemented. Do not make everything attack you at once. Or do not make things attack you in between your dashes or runs or jumps or whatever. It makes for frustrating gameplay. Overall, though, I think this game was actually pretty good. I have to plug this into my phone with the fact that I beat it. And I'm done now. I mean, like, I'm probably not coming back for any of these achievements. I do want to find out what this extra achievement is. I assume it's beat the game again, but I don't know. Also, only 1.8% of players got it because it's so it's so unknown about how you get that glory trophy. All right. Asterigos. Curse of Stars. PS5 plus DLC. Glory ending. Glory ending, and then today's date, which is 3/8/23. 2023. Man, this is how long this game took me. It took me like 9 episodes, I think. I think this is episode 9. Maybe 10. 10 episodes, it's 10 streams. But I haven't beaten a video game since February 5th. A whole month. It took me a whole month of working this game. That's wild. Now, I did also have 2 other games in the works, which is Unsighted and Moonscars, but well, we'll come back to Moon. Hopefully, I can get Moonscars done this weekend. I'm very close to beating that game too. So, let's find out what this hidden trophy is, and then call it. I'm gonna take a little break where I'm gonna eat something, and then we're gonna play something else. But now I can close my guide for gold. All right, Asterigos. Achievements. Also, I wonder if the game gave me an outfit or anything. All right, achievements. Dream. In the course of the game, there are 10 specific actions that you must do. You must do less than 8. It's really easy. Just play the game normally, and should just earn it. Scoops, you're here, right? Do I go back and get it? Because I can do that. It would take me about 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Do I go back and get the non-glory ending? What do you think, Scoops? Is it worth it? The only thing I would say is worth it is to see how it's different. I don't mind taking 20 minutes to do it. All I would have to do is fight the final boss again, and I would have to fight 2 bosses. I don't have to talk to anybody because I've already talked to everybody, but I would have to fight 2 bosses, and then the other ending would just happen. Do it? Okay. You'll probably be gone in bed by the time? Okay, sounds good. Alright. I need slot 2. Alright. Let's go slap the crap out of Dad. You know what? And let's do it with the other outfit, yeah? There we go. We're gonna run past all these enemies. Oh. Ow. Ow. Woo! Why are you here? Get out of here. Ow. All right. Okay. Run up this way. I think I have to fix my audio. Yep, we're good. Okay.
You're here. Oh.
Evangela.
Come on. Now, last time I went back down to kill those guys, so I'm not gonna do that this time. We're just gonna go find Dad. All right, let's go.
Stop!
That voice.
Okay. Here's the other option.
I'm just...
That's
I have urgent business, so I'll give you time for only one question.
I've heard much about you in Aphis, Senator Eumenides. Up until now, some even believed you were originally acting in Aphis's best interests. But the ritual you want to perform now? Is this truly what you want to do?
Why not ask Minerva? She's supposed to be the one who understands me best, is she not? I once said, if I weren't Aristor, you wouldn't like me. Do you remember how you answered me back then?
I said I still would.
No. You would just look at the tools in my hand and assess the value they could produce. And me? I would look at your robes and think how unobtainable a woman who wears such finery is. I don't see Minerva when I look at you. I see only the Asterigos. And when you look at me, you see not Eumenides, but only a commoner.
Love lets us break through all constraints.
Damn.
That was how I answered you at the time. You still remember that conversation, human?
Just as you also remember. I told you, I've never changed.
I told you.
I feel more than just hatred and responsibility for the city. I truly want to do something for it.
Human.
But now I see clearly.
Yeah, why is Serene
Since
here
you
anyway?
cannot understand me, how could you possibly support my ideas? I will no longer seek agreement.
Wait.
And here...
That was all same dialogue. I don't care about talking to them and seeing if they have any different dialogue. Hey, Dad.
That's my father!
By the gods. He's...
Alright.
Papa?
Hild!
Okay. Hello? What? Hey! Are you... What? What just happened? You're here? Hello?
Hello.
Please, feel free to move things. I just beat the game. I'm getting the other ending. Thank you. It's been a little bit. I realized I haven't beaten a video game in a month.
Wow.
Yeah. Scoop says hello. Scoops is my spiritual strong friend. Yeah, he's great. This is Shannon. Alright. Hey, did you eat? I had something small, but I haven't really eaten a lot. I was gonna take a break after this, and then eat, and then I don't know if I was gonna play some more, but we'll see. I'm fighting my dad. I'm just doing the so I got the perfect ending essentially, but now I can get the unperfect.
A little more. Be careful.
Why? Because I want to see what's different. Because I'm that kind of guy. Got him.
Papa!
Is that coming through my controller? That was weird. Alright, but I'm gonna skip all the dialogue. Because I don't need it.
Come. Let me have a look at you.
Harold, please!
Papa!
Harold, why? Oh, I'm gonna have to make room for you on the bed. Okay. All my washing's on the bed. No, I'll take care of it later.
Good. Hild?
No, I don't want to talk
This
to you about any of that. Okay, goodbye. All I have to do is beat the final boss. Don't need to get anything, don't need to look at anything, don't need to do anything. Just need to beat her. That's a record I have already. Because it's my favorite. And it was cheap. Alright. almost bought like a bunch more today, but I held myself back. I did a good job. Yeah. Somebody was selling that Ocarina of Time collection for like $330, which is pretty good in terms of prices I've seen. And then someone was selling all the Dark Souls ones for $100, which is like 6 LP. But I didn't buy that one either. As much as I want it, I'd rather save my money for other things that may or may not come.
You've overcome that mad look. What?
Now that you've seen Minerva, though, there's no way you can still believe it.
No! Silence! I was wrong. I shouldn't be talking about these things with you. You're disrupting my will.
Okay, I will.
Influencing me. Why do you do this?
Because even through this whole mess, someone's cared about you through it all.
This dialogue's different.
I promised her that I'd beat the living daylights out of you so she won't have to.
You mean to tell me that's the only reason you came here? How utterly
Wow,
foolish.
that dialogue is very different. It's far more aggressive. Look at this man. Look at this guy. Then, as all villains do, they become clothesless. Clothesless. Clothesless? I can't skip the cutscene. Oh, look at him. Look at him now. He's so shiny. He's blue. Yeah, he's blue. He's blue. I die. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. All right, now it's time to slap the crap out of him. Hold up. Ow. Ow. No, thank you. Ow. Ow. Woo, he's gonna kill me. Oh, that was so close. I had like actually 3 health left. No, thank you. Ow. Halfway there. Out. Goodbye, humanities. And that's it. That's the final boss. He's dead. Have no power here, Blue Man.
What's happening?
Looks like Harold's device is taking effect.
All right. Now, let's chat with Minerva. Yeah, let's just chat with Minerva. Get this over with.
Minerva, he's...
It's all right now, child. He can't cast another spell. Give in, Eumenides. The current you will soon be free from your delusion. Even if you create another apparition, you won't...
Heard that one. Heard that one.
End me, Minerva.
End me, Minerva.
End the Nexus.
Ooh.
I've spent so much energy trying to change this world. Oh, truly, it's been too much. So much that I can't accept my failure. Maybe you're right. Maybe I've already changed.
Have you forgotten who I am?
What is this?
If we're going to talk about the mistakes you've made, then you and I are the same. Sins committed as a human being must be atoned for as a human being. If you die, then I promise that nobody will forgive you. But if you live, then perhaps you still have time to mend some wounds.
Excuse me?
No. I can't do that.
This one is so much
You
more
can.
heartfelt. Why
You'll
is that?
do it because I will be beside you.
Don't, Minerva. I would rather hurt you, make an enemy of you, even be killed by you. Just kill me now. At least you will become a hero.
Human, you've always borne your burdens on your own and decided what's best for me. But just this once, you must let me decide.
What in the world? So she's gonna try and get him back?
Thank you, Hilda. I've done all that I wished to do. Next, we do what we need to do. Once we place the relics on the... Let me know once you...
So the other ending was a lot more like I want to repair the city. That's all that matters. All that matters is like repairing the city, and I know that I'm right in the way that I'm doing it. And this was very much like, I can't believe I failed. I don't know why I keep failing. And so I would rather them be switched, as this is the not good ending. I feel like, I don't know. It's weird. Alright, well, let's find out. I'm ready.
The relics are all ready.
At the risk
Of being too sentimental.
Hilda, all of this is due to your hard work. Thank you.
We did this together. You did well too.
You really know how to push your luck, child.
Hey.
It's true. Memento is one of House Laurel's greatest...
Huh?
Will you return to it?
Yes.
What a fucking
yes.
weird thing to put at the end of the game. You find out that you're like a descendant of these people. But like in the last literal 5 seconds of dialogue. It's so weird. Alright, we gotta watch the cutscene. Because I can't skip it. Even though I'm sure it is the same. It's gonna rain tomorrow. All right, Minerva, what are you gonna do? You gonna get him out of there? Yup. I hate Serene's bodyguard's not in this. He deserves to be in it. Alright, are you gonna get him out? You gonna wish for a human to be free? Okay. Credits. Or not credits, the ending scene. Which I think they could have done better. They should have had somebody talk us through this. Minerva lifted the curse, but the Ephesians couldn't accept that her sacrificing the Nexus to save Eumenides. Wait, what? She said it was her responsibility. She said that he was her responsibility? She and Eumenides left together without a trace of remorse on their fates. Excuse me? She blew up the thing to save him? That's this ending? No wonder why this ending is fucked. After the curse was lifted, the Nexus disintegrated, and finally free Eumenides was banished. Will he have any new thoughts on his journey of repentance? In the light of previous situations, Serene became the most powerful Archon and is responsible for building Aphis. That's different, because Minerva's not there anymore. After a short vacation, Evangelos followed her and got himself busy at work. So he didn't get his vacation. After Minerva left, Roxanne devoted herself to the clergy, serving as a priestess in Acropolis. Now having a nephew to look after, she takes the opportunity to educate him. It's kind of the same. Although Minerva was banished, Bion still honors his vow. He's following them. He followed Minerva and humans and left Aphis, staying loyal to his duties and serving them faithfully. Wow. Marissa was devoted herself to performing. That was the same. Okay, so I'm glad that I got the better ending, because this is not good. Vulcan goes to hang out at the temple because her soul of her husband is in this other man's body. Yup. Serene appointed Irenaeus as the new Archon of Clergy. This is different. Although they have differing perspectives, the two still manage to maintain a working relationship. Well, that's good. Shay and the old White Brow are off adventuring. They got stuck in their old ways. Next time I see them, I'll arrest them myself. So they stayed bad guys. Otto returned to his homeland for his fallen brothers. He honored his brothers by training and becoming promoted. Blah, 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 blah. Father still thinks I'm too childish. He's really strict during training. Yeah, because I didn't prove him. But I'll do my best to grow and prove myself so I can protect everyone. They erected a giant statue in her honor. You're good. Now I understand there's a limit to what I'm capable of. Oh, this is different. At the very least, I will become a strong soldier and capable assistant to my father. Wow, so you still don't believe that you're worthy after all that? If you make one fucking mistake? I'll devote all my stuff to the Northwind Legion and the king. Well, we didn't even find out if the king got better. This is a sad ending. God, if you go through this whole game and get this ending, fuck. Oh, well, I have to go through the... You changed your controller profile to default. I want general. I'm gonna turn that sound down. Yeah, this ending feels bad. It feels bad. No wonder why the other ending is better. It's weird because they have like this heart-to-heart conversation, which they should have had anyway. Even in the good ending, which I feel like they should have that heart-to-heart, but he should realize what he's done was wrong, and he doesn't. It's just... That's so strange to me. Well, alright then. That's done. Holy shit. We beat the game twice in one day. I have to put that in my phone. I have a list. I think I showed you last year. I have a list of finished games in my phone. Glory ending. Plus. Dream ending. Yeah, but that ending feels bad. I don't like that ending at all. No feels good. I just don't understand. They did it so strangely. So strange. But yeah, overall I think this game was pretty good. It just had a lot of lore, a lot of reading. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, dude. It's been a long time coming. I'll tell you that much. A long time coming. 45 hours on an indie game. 45 hours. Insane. How are you doing, dude? I'll see you on Friday, I assume. Yeah, I'm glad this game's over because I really want to move on. As much as the game was fun and engaging, it's just like fatigue. I don't know how I'm gonna do Horizon. Like, games of 45 hours really fatigue me if I'm not heavily invested. And this game I was like, moderately, enough to finish. So. Yeah, that was wild. It's funny how the last boss is not the hardest boss in the game. I feel like in every video game, the last boss should be the hardest boss. Because it should be a culmination of everything you've learned. But the DLC bosses were far more difficult. Also, power leveling really throws it to you. All right, and that should be the other achievement popping up in a moment. Take a sip. I don't have water. Thanks for playing. And there you go. That is the other ending. Not yet. So that is every secret achievement. All I have left are collectible stuff and beating the game on under level 20, which is... You really have to... That's a real tough one. You'd have to throw everything into HP, because there's too many things in the game that will just one-shot you. So, I think you throw everything into HP, and you just have battles of attrition for fights. But if the game thinks I'm going to run through it again, it's dead wrong. But that's it.